everyone, I'm Gauri and I'm here this week with yet another hands-on activity to teach your child Hindi letters. Over the last 2 weeks, we saw 2 activities to introduce your child to new letters of the Devanagari script. The script that is used for writing Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit and many other languages and dialects. When we teach our children something new, there is bound to be some confusion. There are some letters that seem very similar and kids may find it hard to differentiate them. This week, we're going to do the trace trick activity where we'll be taking some Lipi Tiles letters that look similar and tracing them on a blank sheet of paper to better visualize their differences. This is a series of activity videos and we will be uploading one video each week. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel Candid Krida for more activity ideas. To prepare for this activity, here are all the things you need. Some blank sheets of paper, pencils, crayons or pastels of different colors, markers or sketch pens, sticky tape, a few Lipi Tiles letters that look similar. Take the Lipi Tiles letters and paste them on a table using sticky tape. Place a blank sheet of paper over the letters. Hold down the paper and let your child use a crayon or pencil to trace in color over the letters. Encourage them to read out the letter as they trace. Then, let your child use a marker or a sketch pen to write over and trace the letter. At the end of the activity, build the words for each object using Lipi Tiles letters. The trace trick activity can be done in a lot of different ways. You can repeat this activity with a group of letters that look similar. Although Lipi Tiles have been designed to be colorful to reduce confusion, it is a good idea to bring your child's attention to the shape of the letters to differentiate them. For example, kh, th, y, gh, dh, ch, r, p, m, g, k, ph, d, dh, t, ch, j, ny, r, sh, s, t, n, m, th, v, b. This is also a great way to test their letter recognition by asking them to identify the letter that they have traced. You can try this once they seem confident of the letters they have learned. At the end of the activity, I'd always recommend you to use objects in your house that start with the letters, so that even if your child gets confused, they remember the letter using the object. And yes, it is going to get messy. Ask your child to help you clean up and share the work. They own these stationery materials and it is theirs to keep safe and organized. The trace trick activity with Lipi Tiles is useful in a lot of ways. When they color over the Lipi Tiles letters, they are coding the shape of the letter in their memory. Traditionally, the only way you and I learned these letters is by writing them over and over again. This may not seem that attractive for a young child today, which is what we are trying to change with these hands-on activities that use all their senses and get them engaged in their learning through their creativity. Even though the different colors of Lippy Tiles letters help them in creating these quick shortcuts to memorize and recognize them, this activity brings their attention to the shape of the letters and how they can best recreate it with their favorite colors through tracing. And as I've shared in the previous videos, kids these days need to understand the purpose of what they're learning if we want them to have their heart in it. We cannot really force them to do something against their will, even if it is for their own good. Activities like these help them prepare themselves for reading and writing because they understand that these letters are the key to uncovering interesting stories all around them. Now that we've seen 3 ways to introduce children to Hindi letters, over the next couple of weeks, we'll find some movement-based activities for children to recognize matras. Matras can be tricky. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? Get notified when we release each activity and don't miss out on discount coupon codes for getting your child a box of Lippy Tiles Devanagari edition. And that's all for today. See you next week.